The Courage to be Disliked. The Japanese Phenomenon That Shows You How to Change Your Life. By Ichiro Kishimi. The Japanese have delved into the works of the 19th century psychologist Alfred Adler, whose theory posits that every individual possesses their own happiness, and that happiness is not affected by the shocks of the past. Do not let your past control your future. The research of Austrian psychologist Sigmund Freud revolves around psychological traumas, and his theories suggest that our self-image is formed at an early age, and that exposure to negative experiences in childhood leads to many problems in adulthood. Thus, Freud assumed that adults spend most of their lives resisting and attempting to overcome the constraining ideas of the past. Adler agrees with Freud that humans shape their lifestyle from a young age, whether they are pessimistic or optimistic, but he differs in that he does not believe this is a fundamental trait of personality, arguing that humans can change themselves at any moment. Even if they can attribute all their flaws to negative situations they experienced in childhood, they have the ability to change their personalities in the present. Don't let your sense of lack isolate you from others. One of the students mentioned that he used to hate himself because he was focusing on his flaws and feeling inferior. Adler classified the sense of inferiority into two types: one is real and the other is false. A person can measure real inferiority, such as being short or poor, but false inferiority is when a person forces themselves to feel inferior. This student realized that his deficiencies were not real, but he was fabricating arguments to hate himself, and thus isolating himself from others, to avoid harming them. Ultimately, his loneliness was the cause of his unhappiness, not his flaws or defects. Adler comments on such cases by saying that the inferiority complexes that must be dealt with are the real deficiencies, especially if they prevent us from achieving our goals. As for the imaginary deficiencies, people should verify themselves first before issuing these judgments of inferiority and incapacity. Proper and reasonable self-love is considered the most important remedy for this problem, because a person's life depends on their love and appreciation for themselves before anything else. Competition destroys mental health. Adler believes that competition destroys mental health and undermines prosperity. This is a controversial issue in terms of the contradiction between Western and Eastern societies. Despite the prevailing competition in countries like China and Japan, cooperation is the focus of everything. But in countries like the United States and Germany, individual competition and attempts at individual victory are the focus of life. Linking happiness to earning money, making friends, or even getting likes on social media is in itself a cause of unhappiness. The losers feel miserable because they failed, and the winners are haunted by anxiety and tension for fear of losing their achievements. Therefore, the courage to abandon the association of happiness with winning in the limited competition and adopting a mentality of abundance and prosperity is your way to true happiness. For more information, you can check out summaries of our books on our channel. Thank you for your valuable time.